I'm sorry, I got interrupted. I think that's why when I do these videos, it helps me bring back. There's so many things I need to say to my kids, so many things I need to say about sobriety and about how God has a plan for us all. And I'm really so blessed to have Him take away that urge of alcohol and doubt and fear out of my life, so I can be where I need to be. I've always said that you got to go to the valleys in order to get to the mountain. I'm always trying to work on me. I got a long way to go, but I'm headed in the right direction. But as Father's Day approaches, I do reflect a lot. I've always said that I know my dad is in a better place and he doesn't suffer anymore through all his ailments, but he lives inside me each and every day because he gave birth. He had something to do with having given birth to me, and my mom. They'll always live within me each and every day. One day I will see them again, and I just give thanks to my father, who at times, obviously at the beginning of his life, he had a problem with alcohol and he had a lot of struggles as he was growing up. We're talking about a guy who had to overcome adversity through his childhood, through alcoholism and abusive, and I'm not ashamed to say that. And he grew out of that. He had no choice because I was coming up in age. I always told him if I was a firstborn kid, we definitely would have bumped heads, but he got it as well, and it took him a long time to realize that. And I asked him how he did it, and he just basically said the same thing that I'm telling you. Basically, he got on his knees and just said, God, take it away from him. And that's alcohol. And that between me and you guys, we have so many similarities. It's kind of scary, but I've always said there's also some things that I don't agree how he viewed life, but that's okay. We're all different. And I just remember the good times. I've always, like I said, I reflect a lot, and he always, he had this presence about him. He talked so much. He talked about everything. I remember one time I was at a gas station. I said, Dad, can't we just go in and buy your pack of cigarettes and just, that's all you gotta, that's it. I'm from South Carolina, I'm like all this stuff, and he got really mad when I said that to him. Really mad. And I got out of the car, I walked home. Then a friend of mine, Ray Villegas Jr., told me, George, just let your dad go. Let him talk. Let him do him. Someday you're going to miss that. Someday you're going to miss those words. And it's true. You're going to miss it. And I do miss those words of, no matter how embarrassing it was, it's just the fact that you think that your father's invincible and that he'll be here forever. That's why I never take anybody for granted. I don't take my sobriety for granted, and that's why I give him almost 14 months of sobriety. That's my gift to you, Dad. And I just want to thank you for leading the way. And like I said, we're not perfect. He didn't live a perfect life. We don't walk on water, but we strive to be perfect. That's what God wants us to do. Is He wants us to love each other, and He wants us to be kind to each other. And there's some things that aren't going to go your way. You can choose how you react to things. You can choose what comes out of your mouth. But just always remember that there's always a positive to everything, even though it's negative. Sometimes you always gotta think, stay positive. This shall pass. if you're going through adversity, because having faith, having a support system, having your mind and your body stay clear of alcohol or any substance is the best way to go. My dad was sober for a good 30 years of his life, 35. But that's one thing about what alcohol or any substance can do to you. It can take over you, and you don't look at the damage that it does to you or your family. It's very important to take care of yourself, because you're the one who has to look in the mirror each and every day. But I miss playing golf with my dad. I'm just trying to reflect back and just thinking about him and his compassion, even though he wasn't that good. I always told him, did I learn from my dad? No. I just did the opposite of what he did. But as many of you know who are family and friends, he was just had that overwhelming presence when he came into a room, and he was at the later of his life, he calmed down a lot, in which we spent a lot of time together, and he, like I said, he was my best friend. We talked a lot, and we shared a lot. And I'm just very blessed to have that time with him. He means a lot to me. He always will. He always lives inside here, so like I said, I know he'll be very proud of me and what I'm accomplishing each and every day, and that I want. I think the reason why I'm making these videos too is I want to leave a legacy to my kids. You know, that he was a good man, he was a good father, he was responsible, he always gave good advice, he was always very positive, and I think that's what a lot of people have to focus on, is staying positive, and no matter what happens, you can always, if you have God first, if he's in the driver's seat all the time, that you can accomplish anything, you can get through anything. I know that. Because death is a part of life, unfortunately, that it's going to happen. But I just want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and happy special Father's Day to my father, Arthur Alvarado. I know you're in heaven. I know you're with my mom, and someday we'll meet again. Love you, Dad.